I'm really happy to be here today. I'm going to switch the topic a little bit and talk more about real-world application of AI and Gen AI products and features. Just to get to know you better, who works in product here? All right, a few people. So if you work in product, you know we love frameworks, you know we love structure, we love following the plan, writing specs. And the day your CEO is coming and asking you to build an AI features or an AI product, well, it changes everything. And a lot of product managers don't feel ready for it. In September 2023, I was asked to build an AI product, and I was definitely not feeling prepared. I went to a few conferences, played with ChatGPT, but well, you think you know, but then AI comes into play and well, you don't know anything anymore. Mirakl is a SaaS solution that helps retailers to manage their marketplace activity. And I work more specifically on catalog topics. And so my job is to make sure that any seller can easily publish products on the marketplace that is using Mirakl. And so our idea was to leverage machine learning and Gen AI to build basically a tool that would allow a seller to put his catalog in, and we would automatically convert it to the expected format of the marketplace. Each marketplace has different requirements for product specifications. And so we will build different models in chaining sequence that would understand, transform the data, extract it at the right spot, enrich from external data, rewrite and translate. That was a very ambitious project. And well, writing specs was not enough, and I found myself completely reinventing the way I deliver product, the way I build the product, the way you price it, and the way you sell it to your customers. And I found there's an empty space here. We always talk about AI, but we never talk about how you do it as a product and how you sell it to your customers. And so I hope to give you a few practical insights on that. First, it's very important to understand what makes AI unique versus when you're building traditional features in the software industry. When you work with traditional software, you write your specification, it's fixed, you know what's happening, you know what's going to happen. With AI, by nature, it's very different. It's like your brain, you know how it looks like, you know the structure, but depending on the environment, depending on what you put in, well, the output and the reaction will change. And when you use to a static structure with development and code, it's very different. So the nature of AI and generative AI especially is shifting, as well as the environment. When you build software, you never question the stack on which you build. When you build with LLMs especially, every month, every week, there's a new model out there. So you're always questioning, am I using the right model? What could I do differently? Should I retrain? And this is something as product manager that you're really not used to when you build features. For the sake of time, I will be very focused on how do you not get lost. And my main advice would be, users don't care if it's RAG, if it's fine-tuned, if it's multi-model, they care how it helps them. You should switch to selling tech, to selling real values to your customer. And it's not because you've spent a whole year building cool stuff that you should forget why you're doing that. And so stay problem focused. When you're building with AI, it's very important to put stuff on the market very fast. Your AI product will never be perfect. And so don't spend resources for ages when you don't even know the market's gonna like it. So market fit beats perfection. So just put it out there, test, iterate. And I do believe that AI is agile on steroids, meaning that if you want to deliver AI, you will have to iterate. Doing downfall, like classic downfall software methodology with AI is not working. You need to iterate, you need to put it out there, get data from the real world. Anticipate cost. Software marginal cost is zero, meaning every new user that is using your feature is not costing you anything. The cost is just when you build. With AI, it's completely different. The more people are going to use your product, the more expensive it's going to get. And a lot of projects, well, they die before scaling because you do not anticipate that. And so even if you want to start with third-party calls to GPT-4, well, that's fine. But once you reach your target volumes, well, you may be surprised when the bills come. So just be very, very anticipate on that cost because it can kill your project. Collaboration. As product manager, I'm not used to working with data scientists. It's a whole different world. It's a whole different vocabulary. So you really need to align frequently, be in a very open communication mode, and imply your C-level and leadership. It will accelerate the buy-in, and it will guarantee the success of your project. Don't get lost in my AI product is not perfect, because it will never be perfect. It's hard when you're a perfectionist, but always keep in mind that done is better than perfect, and just that your product is out there and is selling is a victory, even if you have hallucinations from time to time. Once you've built your product, you think the hardest part is over, but no, because then you have to manage your client's expectation and you have to sell that product, which was frankly not easy when we put our product out there. I think people are disappointed about AI not because of what it does, but because of what they expect it will do. And it says, well, what that says is that it's really important to set the right expectations with your clients. Otherwise, you can be sure that they will try, they will see a random result, and they will be like, oh, this is bad, I don't want to buy it. And so it's something that is very different, especially in the software industry, where people are really used to not random results, predictability. AI changes everything, and it changes how you should communicate with your customers. But how do you break this AI is magic thing while staying sexy? Here on my advice, focus on how it solves pain points, not just that it's AI powered. Always talk about the problems that you solve, and don't hide behind saying it's AI, it does everything for you. It doesn't work, and you will shoot yourself in the foot. Set realistic expectations. Be transparent about your limitations, the things that are not working properly. Don't overpromise, but don't underpromise. It's a fine balance to find between the two. Show value early. Always focus on, even if it's not working perfectly, show results, show data, have proof. And give users transparency, so explain the results, give them the capacity to do feedback loops to adjust AI settings. So you should transition to marketing messaging like, you can trust our AI, we use the latest model on the market, it will do everything for you. This doesn't work. You should go to, we do this and that, but you stay in control. It's optimized for that use case, but for this one, you might need to still be in the loop as a human. It helps you complete your task, but it will improve over time. Never forget that AI is, I like to say, it's alive, and so you cannot sell it the way you sell traditional software. So work your messaging and work that with marketing people and data scientist people. And to conclude, I would say that as product manager, we're not AI experts. I'm not a machine learning expert. I'm not a Gen AI expert. It's not my job. My job is to plan. My job is to execute. My job is to deliver. And in the end, it doesn't really matter if you don't deeply understand AI, as long as you execute it best. And I hope that you now feel like the 15% that feel ready for AI. This is an hour masterclass that I'm doing on go-to-market for AI products. This is 10 minutes. It was very fast. And if you want to know more, I'll be happy to send you the replay of my masterclass on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.